welcome guys to Just Geeking Out, and today we are geeking out over this Huntress figure, Mcfarlane Collector's Edition Huntress. Man, I'm Lawrence St. Victor. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's a brand new channel, but we're getting into fun, geeky stuff, starting with toys, discussing TV, movie. We'll see where we go. But right now, we're focused on the Huntress. Let's take a look at this box. Got the typical Mcfarlane Collector's Edition box right here with the open window. Right there in silver, Mcfarlane Collector's Edition Huntress. New 52 specifically. Number 23. You got some of the new 52 artwork on the back. And this is not Helena Bertinelli. This is Helena Wayne. The new 52 kind of threw it back to the original Huntress. But for me, I'm a fan of the 90s Huntress. You know, that's kind of like my peak comic book reading time. I still read them now, of course, but the 90s was my jam. And that version of Huntress, you know, daughter of a mafia boss, crime boss, family gets gunned down, something like that, and she becomes the Huntress. But she was also like a substitute teacher too, if my memory serves me right, on that when she was had that crossover with Robin and Robin's comic books. Anyway, so let's put this to the side. Hopefully we won't need the figure stand. Let's pop out this card first. And very typical of the collector's edition card. No border, but get that in kind of silver going down the side. And here is the back. You can pause it if you want. Now, what's interesting is this is Helena Bertinelli's Bertinelli's data file, not Helena Wayne. So, am I wrong? New 52 Huntress is Helena Wayne, right? Because her and Power Girl somehow got stuck in the New 52 universe from their world. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please do. But here we go. Now, the Platinum variant has that kind of 90s look. The colors anyway. But I wasn't going to dig for that. This will definitely do. All right, let's get this bad girl open. Now, I'm a DC guy, and I'm a big Mcfarlane collector. I don't buy everything, but I do buy a lot. A big Batman fan. I know I'm mad basic. Big Batman, Superman fan, so I got a lot, and we're gonna see how she fits in with the Bat family that I have, which I'm very interested. Oh, the face popped right off. This is very interesting. Okay, and her hand popped right off. Well, that's an interesting way to get started. That's the stuff of nightmares right there. That is the stuff of nightmares. All right, let me get the face. We're old school, man. No editing, just raw dog. Well, it's all right that the face popped off, because that's not the one that I wanted to use anyway. Now, I don't like using figure stands unless I'm posing them. I feel like figures should be able to stand on their own, but for those of you on Mcfarlane, you know that's not always a thing. All right. Okay. So let's take a look at some of these accessories, starting with the faces. It's very interesting the way Mcfarlane is having these faces go on. Like usually you'll get a head sculpt, not so much just faces, but I think they're pretty cool. All right, let me get this out. Okay, so first up, we'll take a look at this head sculpt, this face, and that's the one I think I'm gonna go for. That's the one. Reminds me of the 90s Huntress. And then we have this one right here. And then we got this one right here, which is kind of smiling, which is interesting. Do you prefer this style, or would you rather just a head sculpt? I don't care. Actually, I do. A head sculpt would have been great because it gives us different hair options. You pretty much just put it on like so. Yeah. Now, let's go over this figures. Let me show you the hands. Let me show you the other accessories before I get carried away. Of course, Huntress comes with her signature crossbow. Would have been great if this had a couple colors on it, but no, actually no, but for a collector's edition, which costs more money, I feel like the handle should be brown or there should be some color here. Because the collector's edition is more expensive, so I feel like that's what would make it special, is that there's more detail on some of the weapons. And of course, they did give us the face sculpts, which is great. The wire cape is kind of becoming normal, so I can't give that to a collector's edition. Fine. But it would be nice to have some paint on the crossbow. You see we have some fists right here. Pretty simple. And you get these kind of reaching out hands. Pretty dope. And then both of these hands, I believe, can hold the crossbow. We'll do that in a second. Let's go over this figure's articulation. Let me raise you up a little bit. Okay. So, typical Mcfarlane figure. It's pretty stiff, but I'm not mad at that. Arms go up here. This is pretty soft, so it doesn't hinder it too much. And the hair isn't as in the way as I thought it would be yet. Ab crunch. You can do the splits. Nice. Ooh. Stiff knees. So far, so good. And the head is the most, like, you can't, I mean, you can, but with the hair like this, it's just not gonna look right. And honestly, it kind of sits off to the side in a weird way. Like, it's almost like it needs to be, the peg needs to be fixed or sat up a little bit. So that's kind of weird. And the flowing hair is cool, but honestly, a more simple hairstyle would be great. It comes off pretty easy, just so you can get an idea of what the others look like, in case you want to go with more of a new 52 style. I think which one do I like better? Oh, that fell. I think I'm gonna stick with this. I like this. Thought I was gonna go with the other one, but I dig it. The other one and the third one is pretty much the same, except she has kind of a smile. But we don't smile in Gotham. And this wire cape is pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. It's stitched on the bottom, so it's not gonna give you some real wing, but you can still do some pretty epic poses. Blowing in the wind. Dope. I love the white around the edge. That attention to detail is pretty awesome. Now let's get a better look at just the sculpt. So, I don't remember where she borrows parts from. I'm gonna have her with the rest of the Bat family, so we'll probably see it, but you can see right here where, I think it's a Catwoman. One of the Catwomen, I think, where they kind of just painting over this design because it's not supposed to be part of her costume, which kind of feels cheap, right? Utility belt sculpted well. Arms, yeah, I'm not sure where to borrow, can't talk, what it borrows its parts from. But it's definitely reuse, which I'm not mad at. But I don't like when they just paint over some of the details because it just kind of looks cheap. It's not so bad here because it's hard to see it, but on other Mcfarlane figures, it's kind of lame. But yeah, man, I love this character. It's actually my first Huntress figure. I don't have any in the collection. And I just like adding to the Bat family, you know. Bruce is such a freaking loner, yet he has like just so many members of his team, man. It's like freaking Dom Toretto family. All right, so let's see her with some of the female members of the Bat family. So first up we have Cassandra Cain, Batgirl. Both have the wire cape, same material, stitched a little differently. And that's what's dope, man. You can really like get that wind kind of blowing. So dramatic. Let's get it with Cassandra Cain. And let's throw freaking Barbara Gordon in this bad boy. right? And let's throw Batwoman in this bad boy. I have to say, you know, McFarlane doesn't make a lot of female figures, but the Bat family is represented. Most of them, anyway. Still need Spoiler. Or Stephanie Brown Batgirl would be dope. But these are the women of the Bat family. I feel like she fits right in. What do you think? Put them to the side. Let's see her with Robin. Damian Wayne. Two badasses. But of course, the Robin she has the most connection to, at least from the comic books I read back in the day. Tim Drake. And yeah, that's a Gotham Knight's head on my Tim Drake figure. Just thought it was more realistic and less cartoony. I wish his red and green weren't so bright. So bright. And then some former Robins. Now I think her and Nightwing got it all. Can't remember, but you tell me. I think Nightwing and Huntress got it all. Speaking of former Robins, Red Hood with my McFarlane Ammunitions gun from the gun pack, because Red Hood should always have a gun. And these legs are kind of crazy on this Red Hood. Very hard to stand, but oh, I love the color on this guy. Yeah, he does not want to stand. We'll deal with him later. And then not a Robin, but definitely a protege is that Duke Thomas. And of course, just knocking everything down. And of course, the Batman I use for my Bat family display is the Hush Batman. Now I know she should be with Nightfall Batman if I'm going with that 90s type of thing, but this is my Batman. And most Batmen are kind of the same. They're kind of the same. But yeah, man. Love this figure. Picked her up at Best Buy out here in California. I was really hoping when I walked in I was going to see that platinum variant. I would love to get that figure. I'm not going to hunt it down. I just ain't got the time for that at all. Let's put this Bat family together. So it's kind of cool when you think about the Bat family and who's working with who, like, you know, who's part of the main family, right? Who has keys to the Bat Cave, and who are the, I'll just meet you out in these streets. She's standing taller than Batgirl, or is because she's on the stand? I think she's a little taller. Yo, Batman's clique is deep. He is not a loner. This is dope. And there's my bat family with Huntress in the middle. This is dope. I'm very freaking happy. Let me know what you guys think of this Huntress figure. Are you copying it? Are you looking for the platinum edition? Let me know your thoughts on it. That's pretty much the video, man. That's the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, like I said, and keep checking back for more content. We getting started, but we going strong. I'll see you. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.